Hello kids, in the last class we have studied about non-infectious or non-communicable disease. These were the disease which do not spread from one person to another. And today in today's class we are going to study about infectious or communicable disease. These are the disease which are spread from one person to another. These disease are caused by entry of disease causing microorganisms such as virus, bacteria, fungi and protozoans. So these are called infectious disease because they causes infections. They are also known as communicable disease because they are transmitted from a diseased person to a healthy person. Cough, cold, influenza, smallpox, cholera, plague, malaria, measles, etc. all are infectious disease. So, we are studying about infectious disease. We should know what is infection and what is infectious disease. The entry and multiplication of a pathogen or microbe into the body is called infection. Got it? And the disease caused by them are called infectious disease. We become aware of infection only when the symptoms of infections are visible externally. It means a contagious disease develops only when its pathogen is able to multiply within the body of the host. Host is a person, or you can say an organism on which an organism is living, foreign antigen. So, infectious agents or pathogen, we can say the foreign antigen, the disease causing microorganisms are known as pathogens, germs, or foreign antigen. They may be in the form of bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa, or worms. These are the various examples of pathogens. So, if we classify pathogens, they are of five type, as I told you, bacteria. So, bacteria also causes disease like tuberculosis. It is caused by a bacteria, cholera, Vibrio cholerae. It is also caused by a bacteria, tetanus, diphtheria, typhoid, acne, whooping cough, which is also known as pertussis, pneumonia, diarrhea, anthrax, etc. These all are caused by bacteria. Now, if we talk about the disease which are caused by viruses, so these are the disease which are caused by viruses like mumps, polio, common cold, rabies, chickenpox, smallpox, hepatitis B, dengue, AIDS, SARS, influenza, measles, swine flu, etc. etc. Got it? And the disease which are caused by fungi, these are like ringworm, athlete's foots, and other skin infection. Whatever infections, skin infections, most of the people are having. Most of them are caused by fungi only. Next, protozoans. Protozoans, like the disease which are caused by protozoans, are malaria, amoebiasis, or dysentery. You can say kala azar, yeah, trypanosoma, which is also known as sleeping sickness, and etc. The disease which are caused by worms, worms like you can say filariasis, which is also known as elephantiasis, ascariasis caused by ascaris, yes, ascaris worm, taniasis, and etc. These are the disease which are caused by worms. Got it? Mode of transmission of infectious disease. If we talk about their mode of transmission, the communicable disease can be categorized into two modes of transmission: direct transmission and indirect transmission. What are direct transmission? Direct transmission, like contact with an infected person. Example: chicken pox, measles, smallpox. Like a person is just sitting nearby, and if you go to him or her, there are chances that you might be infected from the person. Chickenpox. If you are talking that someone is having chickenpox and you are going to near him, there are most of the chances that you might be infected with the same disease. These diseases are contagious disease. Next, we can say by droplet infection occurs through sneezing, coughing, or spitting, just like you can say common cold, influenza, or tuberculosis, pneumonia, diphtheria, etc. So these are spread by droplet infections, which are spread into the air, and you inhale it, or some way or the other you take it in your body through that. Next, contact with soil, like you can say it transmits tetanus, right? Or you can say it can be caused by the rust, iron, or something. So it can also be caused by contact with soil. Next is animal bites, such as dog, monkey. They transmit rabies virus, which is you can say which is harmful for our body, and in the severe cases it can cause death also. So they directly bite, and rabies virus is transmitted, so it is also a direct transmission. Next is through placenta, transplacental transmission. The virus like AIDS, yeah, German measles, these are transmitted from mother to baby through placenta. So here is also it is a direct transmission. Next, if we talk about indirect transmission, so indirect transmission, here the pathogens of certain disease enter the body through some intermediate agents, like here through carriers or vectors. Vectors like female anopheles mosquito, which is found in our homes also, they carry malaria causing malaria causing pathogen, which is a plasmodium. In the same way, housefly is the carrier of cholera, typhoid, dysentery, etc. And you can say human louse spreads typhus, and culex mosquito is a vector of filariasis. So here louse and culex, Aedes mosquito, or Anopheles mosquito, these all are vectors which carry disease. Next, through air, the pathogens of airborne diseases are transferred to air. Okay, dust and droplets emitted by sneezing, coughing, or spitting. These diseases transferred, you can say, from one person to another. Example: common cold, influenza, pneumonia, tuberculosis, etc. Next, we can say through contaminated food and water. Some diseases are transmitted through contaminated food and water, like cholera, typhoid, diarrhea, hepatitis B. These are diseases which are caused by contaminated food and water. Next, through contaminated blood or injection needles. These can, you can say, introduce pathogen into our body directly by blood, or directly by injecting needle into a healthy person, like we can say AIDS, right? Next, fomite-borne diseases, like articles that comes in contact with the patients are also source of infectious disease. Disease spread in this mode are called fomite-borne disease. Nowadays, like you can say, nowadays the disease which is most popular, right? Coronavirus. It is also a fomite-borne disease. It can be transferred through currency, crockery, even doors. So that's why we need to sanitize everything, right? So these are fomite-borne diseases. Okay, fine. Rest will study in the next class. I hope it is clear to you all. Thank you.